Good morning. Welcome to Bargo's Starter and Alternator Shop. This is my first video, so it may be rough around the edges, but hopefully you'll enjoy what we're doing. Had a customer call this morning needing an alternator. He's wanting to convert his tractor over from a generator, 6-volt generator, to 12 volt. This is real common in this area. There's still a lot of the Ford 8Ns and 9Ns in the area, and I can't count over the years how many of those we've converted to 12 volts. What we're going to be doing today is taking just a regular Chevrolet alternator. I think the designation is a 7127, and when we get done, this will be what's referred to as a self-exciting alternator. All you will need for this to charge will be one 12-volt wire right here. And this will connect to either the battery or the starter, whichever one is closer. We'll need no plug-in of no kind up here. When you start the tractor up, alternator will automatically turn itself on, charge up, down, whatever it needs to do. And when you shut the tractor off, the alternator will turn itself off. I've done pressed the bearing in. There's plenty of videos of that on YouTube, so we've done got our bearing in. We'll start out. We'll install our rectifier. And this will be an uninsulated screw. This is actually the negative side of the rectifier, and this will be the positive side. So we will install an uninsulated screw there. Click. I think it's tight enough. This is your 10 SI regulator. To look at this one, it looks no different than a factory regulator, but this one has been changed internally. It will not use the plug-in like the older cars or anything has. These are still here, but they're not used. Install our regulator, our brush holder. Now, if you'll notice, got 3 screw holes. This connects to one of the brushes. This one goes to the other brush, and this is actually the ground for the regulator and the brush holder. So we'll install an uninsulated ground screw. And then this one actually has an insulator on it that goes into one of our brushes back here. Get those started. We'll install our diode trio. Make sure when you install that, if you have one of these that isn't self-exciting, if you have a rebuilder close by, take that unit to him. They can change it over for you, and these will just fit a multitude of different applications. Over the years, we've installed these on Ford vehicles that had the external regulators. Have to change your brackets a little bit, but you get rid of a lot of war and harness. Installed them on Chryslers, farm tractors, old sawmills. I can't even imagine how many of these units we've built they're basically problem solvers. Install our stator winding. Once you install your stator, take great pains, I hope you can see this, to make sure that your stator leads are not touching anywhere on the rectifier other than the area that they're supposed to be. I don't know if you can see that or not, but make sure you got clearance on your connections or they're not touching anything. Okay, we've got that done. We'll set this aside. Once again, I've already pressed this bearing in. Should take note if you're doing this yourself, and I'm sure you've heard this, is you push this bearing in, never press on the center of your bearing. You want to press against the outside and push it in this way on these points. We will install our retainer ring. Can't tell how tight I'm getting with the impact driver, so I always like to check these by hand. Now we will install our rotor. It's just simple drop in. And if you have one of these apart, on this new one, this is epoxied, but a lot of them, this will slide off. And you will drop it off in the floor and never realize it till you try to put the alternator back together, and then when you tighten the pulley up, it'll lock up. So be sure that this spacer ring stays on your unit, or on your rotor. We don't want to tighten these up just yet. At this point, it's always good to roll your unit over and check and make sure your stator is not dug into anything. You got one screw that wants to be hateful. Okay, we're spinning. Now, when we build these units for farm tractors, we do not put a fan on them. They're used generally a low amperage use. The fan is only good to suck them full of debris. So someone says, well, they need a cooling fan. No, they don't. Not on this application. It actually gives the customer a little more leeway. Also, I'm just using this pulley for test purposes. I hope you can see those. We can remove those spacers. Didn't think you got that tight. If need be, we can take one off, set the pulley in a little deeper. Just whatever the application is. Also, on some I've seen that we used a double pulley, use the outside groove. As long as you got your belt straight, that's the important thing. Our unit spins good and free. At this point, we will remove our brush wire. We're touching, it's barely touching inside. Okay. Now we will move over to the test bench and I'll give you a demonstration of it working. We have installed our alternator on our test fixture, and as mentioned in the video, the only connection we have is one 12-volt connection to the output post. When we turn the unit on, you'll see your amperage on this side will come up, and our voltage will. Well, we have about 11 amps exciter voltage, and we're running 14.5 volts. When I apply a load to the unit, about a 37 or 38 amp on the low side, our high side about a 45 amp, which more than suits the needs of a farm tractor. And when you turn the tractor off, the unit automatically stops and no current draw. Very simple fix. The best part about these units, we can build these units in 6 volt, 12 volt, or 24 volt. And as a kicker, we've actually installed some on some older cars. These can be built in a positive or negative ground. Just an amazing amount of things that can be done with this simple alternator. Hope you enjoyed the video. As I mentioned earlier, this is my first one. Hope to post many more. Thank you and have a good day.